It's February now, which feels fake to say out loud. Like someone skipped a chapter and didn't tell me. But here we are, and I figured it was probably time for an actual update. Don't worry, it's nothing dramatic, there's no big announcements with cinematic music, like I'm going to retire to a lighthouse off the coast of Cornwall somewhere. Just an honest update, because why not? Because a few people have also been asking, what is this channel becoming? And honestly, I've been asking myself that a lot. So, for members and Patreon people, don't worry, there's going to be a lot to this, so I'm just going to get this out of the way fast so I don't bore you. There's going to be something new called intros. Before anyone panics, it's not homework. Each one's going to be short, under 5 minutes. Just a writer, a topic, a weird little niche thing, something that's been quietly living in my brain for God knows how long. No deep dives, no 40-minute lecture, no, here's every fact I found at 2 a.m. because I forgot how to sleep. Just, here's this thing. It matters, you might like it. That's it. I've had this idea for this about a year. I couldn't make it work because every time I tried it turned into a project. And I'm kind of done turning everything into a project. Not everything needs to be one. Turns out the answer was just do less. Say the thing, mean it, and leave. Which is, well, feels wildly healthier. No one needs, like, a 40-minute dissection into the, I don't know, Bret Easton Ellis at 2 o'clock in the morning. That's not going to happen. So I'm very pleased. I've recorded a few of them, and they're all short, they're all fun. And they're basically, here is a thing, you might like this, you might not, you can take it or leave it. So yeah. Okay. This might sound strange, but my brain's been thinking about cycles, patterns. The way you wake up one day and realise you've been doing the same thing the same way for years because you thought that's what you were supposed to do. Make longer videos. Do what everyone else does. Chase what works. Optimize, scale, hustle. All those words that feel like they belong on a spreadsheet, and I just made a determined effort not to live like that anymore. I don't want this channel to feel like something I owe the internet. I want it to feel intentional, like I chose it. Like it means something, even if it's small, especially if it's small. So, intro's gonna be great, and they're kind of a way of breaking a cycle, I suppose. Make things a little lighter, simpler, more honest, less noise, more substance, or whatever passes for substance when it's me talking about niche books, lore, and old cartoons on my other channel. But yeah, and don't worry, the long form stuff isn't going anywhere. You're still going to get those videos. I promise. So, we're keeping the same schedules, we're doing all of this. Podcast. Okay, the podcast isn't gone. I didn't cancel it. The artist formerly known as Tidy Whitey's Tuesday no longer called that. It's now the Dove Jones podcast. I didn't dramatically burn it in a field during a why am I so confused phase. I just had to pull back. And I'll be straight with you, my head hasn't been great. Nothing catastrophic or anything, just tired in a way that sleep doesn't really fix. And I don't want the podcast to turn into me accidentally oversharing because I feel like I have to. Or a therapy session. That's not fair on you and that's not fair on me. I'd rather come back when it feels grounded and steady, not forced, not heavy. Something I've realised recently is what I love about books isn't just books and media, it's the world around it. The time they came from, the weird historical context, the communities around it, the emotional baggage we attach to them, the feeling of this mattered to someone else. That shift hit me way harder, and I've been leaning into it for a little while, but I think it works. Maybe it's getting older, maybe it's nostalgia, maybe it's just realizing time moves way too fast. I wish it didn't. I wish you could just put a pause button on life sometimes. But I care more about context and memory than the meaning of here's my star rating. I'd rather talk about why something sucked or was good or the history behind it than whether it's technically perfect. I know, brain cells don't do well in spaces like this, but we'll see what happens, right? And in a weird way, this kind of feels like I'm reclaiming BookTube for myself. No, like, big announcements, no speeches and me on my TED Talk for you guys. Just making stuff that feels like me, which means you are not going to be getting like wrap-up videos, tier list, I ranked every book, every writer, anything that makes me feel like I'm filling out homework. If I wouldn't watch it, I'm not making it, because I don't watch that stuff. Simple as that. This is BookTube adjacent, BookTube influenced, but it's very much me-shaped. Slightly awkward, slightly run down, and occasionally profound by accident, according to my comments. The second channel, Bald Archive, I'm so happy with this. It's a nice little decompression chamber. It's kind of like think of it as an internet bedroom. You're hanging out in my house sometime in the late 90s, early 2000s. We've got pizza rolls, we're playing video games, we're watching old cartoons. Strange, nostalgic stuff that only my generation really remembers. Just me putting things somewhere safe before they disappear. No pressure, no expectations, just archiving the stuff that mattered to me and still matters, which feels oddly important in a way I can't fully explain. Let's be honest, I still laugh when people comment questions that get answered 30 seconds later. Like, oh wait, never mind. Which honestly relatable. We're all cooked. Our attention spans are cooked. So yeah, most things are gonna stay 10 minutes or under. Because I don't want to waffle. I don't want to waste your time. I just want your attention for that moment. Long enough to say something important or something interesting, I hope. And then go about your life. That's why. So you're never going to get like a 45-minute, 2-hour long thing with me talking about, I don't know, Jane Austen. Because I don't think that's worth your time. People don't come to YouTube for that type of content unless you're a really well-established creator. So I think that's where I'm at right now. Less chasing, less noise, less trying to be what a YouTuber is, air quotes, supposed to be. Maybe more intentional, more grounded, more me, breaking a few old patterns, keeping what actually matters. I'm still here. Genuinely, thank you. If you're a member, a patron, a Substack, I appreciate that on levels that you don't understand. If you're just a normal subscriber, I genuinely appreciate you. I mean that. And if you're just quietly lurking, honestly, the same. That's how I watch half of the stuff on YouTube. I think most of us lurk more than interact. Anyway, that's the update. I'll see you guys in the next one. Probably under 10 minutes, unless I mispronounce something and have to re-record the same sentence 17 times, like I'm trying to break a personal curse. Anyway, I'll talk to you guys later.